Right, morning everyone. Welcome to the summary of my last 10 days with the Xpeng G6. I've got to say thank you to the PR team for True EV, to the True EV team as well, to Carco for letting me have the car for the last 10 days. There is a lot of things that I want to say about this car, and if I try to say everything, I'm not sure it will fit this video. But I'll try and keep it simple. I'm going to tell you something that I rarely say. But since I started this YouTube channel, since I started the journey of trying to find myself in EV, this is the first time I've had to say that I've regretted a choice. Xpeng have been able to create a no frills, no fuss, very intelligent car that drives and handles very well at an affordable price. Now, for someone like me, I was seduced by the speed, the acceleration, and the gimmicks in the car. And the gimmicks will sell a little bit of things and they'll do a little bit of things. But for day-to-day driving, for having a family, for doing the things you want to do with the car, very, very few cars will outshine the Xpeng G6. So the last 10 days has given me a significant amount of food for thought. Look at the Zeekr X when it first launched. First video on the channel that I did a review for, and it was the all-wheel drive version. And I said I thought the all-wheel drive version was overpowered. No, I said the all-wheel drive version was overpriced. Then it was drive away $72,000. It had 315 kilowatts of power, and it could accelerate 0 to 100 in 3.8 seconds. And again, I was seduced by the power of it. Whereas this car's got 210 kilowatts, and it's got a 82 or 87 kilowatt hour battery, and it's capable of charging at 3C, which means it can charge at 280, 10 to 80% in 20 minutes. The updated version of this actually can drive at charge of 5C and does 10 to 80% in 12 minutes. So when you think about what you're getting for the car, this version has got a bigger battery than the Zeekr X, and it's not as powerful as it is, but it's bigger, roomier, it's more intelligent than it. And this was going for 59,000 before on-road cost, 64,000 on-road costs. And I looked at it, I told the guys at Zeekr, I said, there's no way anyone is going to want to buy this Zeekr X if they ever hear or come across this car. That's an Xpeng G6, and there's lots of them beginning to pop up in WA. Now, if you're someone who follows the channel, you know that I did an interview with Jason Clark, the CEO, and he said there's a lot more cars coming in. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I did put a $1,000 deposit way back in October, and I didn't pick up the car because I was hoping that at some point the all-wheel drive version will come in and I will pick that up instead. And potentially, if I did decide to go and pick up the car now, which I'm sincerely thinking about, I don't think I would be making I'd be making a mistake. There's some specific things I need to tell you, and I know I'm rambling a bit, and I do apologize, but it's just the amount of thought that has gone into what I'm trying to say. I've been up since about 4 or 5 a.m. thinking about how I deliver this message. I'll start with range. This car says it does 570 kilometers of WLTP range. I've done a cold test on this car, and for those of you who know EVs, you know that in cold weather, you lose about 25% of the range of the car. And I took this car to Jurien Bay in temperatures of about 12 to 14 degrees. This car, real world driving, 400 kilometers from 90%. That is 75% of the claimed range of 513 kilometers, which you would get at 90%. 514. The ease of use. You've got your accelerator, your stalks, you've got your cruise control, so you can increase your cruise control from the screen is what I was trying to say. Music control, voice control, all of that you can do within this steering wheel. And this steering wheel is, again, minimalistic, but very efficient. There are gimmicks that I don't like, and I'm going to tell you. Xpeng, this in 2025 is clumsy. It should be seamless, and it isn't. The Bluetooth speakers keep cutting out, but I think the software update that they're launching at the moment will fix that. This is a family car. The child lock on this is very difficult to get access to. So Xpeng, if you want to do it, you've got to fix this, that you can do the child lock very easily from here. Unless I didn't know how to do it. Those are 3 or 4 bugbears that I've got. The in-sensor chiming from the ADAS system, but it's not even as intrusive as a lot of the other cars I've driven. So those are things I don't like about it. But what do I like? The boot is cavernous. It's got a 570-litre boot. I thought this car was underpowered because it does 0 to 100 in 6.2 seconds. It isn't. Would I like the all-wheel drive? Yes. And would I hope that if they did the all-wheel drive, they'd put a 100 kilowatt hour battery in it so that you can get a decent range? Yes. But is it enough for me to say no to the car? No. And honestly, I've bought the IM6. And I'm going to do a proper test of the IM6, and I'll do the videos of the IM6 in a few weeks and get that out to you. But honestly, I really, really think right now there are very few value propositions better than the Xpeng G6. And I'm sad that I didn't get it. I got seduced by speed. I got seduced by power. Forgetting that the car has to be livable day to day. So, for those of you on my channel who've been following, I still believe that this is one of the top 5 cars in the D segment. Now, Xpeng, there's one more thing I'm going to plead with you to fix. Your gear, your indicator doesn't return to the middle. It can be a bit annoying. That's an understatement. I'm being polite about it. This is it. I'm driving in this car. It's effortless to drive in this car. It's easy to activate his adaptive cruise control. It's easy to activate the intelligent cruise control, the X-Pilot. And by the way, Xpeng, now you've got no excuse to continue to dumb down the X-Pilot for Australia. No more excuses. If Tesla is already launching it, you now have the right to go ahead and do so. Apply for approval, whatever you need to do. Because for you to understand what I'm saying, the X-Pilot is slightly less effective than the full self-driving on the Tesla. But you've also got to look at it from the other perspective. The X-Pilot is free. It is free. Full self-driving is 10,000 Australian dollars. X-Pilot is free. That's the first thing. The second thing is the X-Pilot actually uses millimeter wave radars alongside the cameras. Tesla uses cameras only. So there's no redundancy. Now I know that the Turing chip from Xpeng is going to be able to help it cycle through redundancies a bit quicker. And it's also going to be smarter. So hopefully when that chip becomes standard in all Xpengs, yikes. So I'm going to summarize. Long range Xpeng G6. Before on-road cost $59,000. If you're one of the people that ordered early, you get 10 years warranty. I'm one of those, which is one of the reasons why I keep asking myself why I didn't pick it up. In addition to that, it's got 570 kilometers of range. You lose 25% in cold weather, but you still get a minimum of about 400 kilometers in cold weather. I would love to do a hot weather range test on the car at some point. So True EV, please, I might need to come back to you and ask for the car again. But I was impressed with it. Lots and lots of safety features on the car. It auto parks. It can front and reverse auto park. It struggles a little bit with a parallel parking, but it can do that as well. It's intelligent. It's affordable. It's a no-brainer. Now, I'm going to say this with a caveat. I have not received a dime from Xpeng. I've just said something time and time again. I'm a fanboy of the fact that they do things simplistic, but effectively, and they do it well. So whenever I say anything about it, it's simply from that perspective. They do it simply and very well. So until the next time on the channel, I will see you soon.